Paul, was your second game in the NBA in two nights?
Yeah.
What's your review of the new arena?
I felt like I was in the future, Joy. You sat there and you had, you had your charger, you had your video. It felt like I was in a video game. Truthfully, they had a remote right here in my stand. We were sitting in the party suite upstairs. They had a lot of the former Clippers. And just a big screen like they got a SoFi. They got food everywhere. You could press a button. You could go downstairs to they got the Patron room. They got the Douce Lounge. They got restaurants everywhere. Key, y'all would have loved this. I'm telling you. Easy access in. You could go in through the VIP. You could go in. The parking was easy just for general admission parking. Walk across the bridge. It's easy in, easy out, man. This is the best stadium I've ever been in. It gives you that.
Wow.
Look at this future feel. Look,
was it crazy?
It was good. It was good. I was in a good section. I was upstairs in the party suite. Then you got basketball courts outside. It's just so much. It's just like so much you can do. You feel like you're part of the arena because you can interact. They have games for you to play. So on the screen they had like these 4 buttons remote on your seat, and they say, press the button you think which color is going to come out, and it goes to process of elimination, and you can win other tickets to the next game. So they'll say, all right, green, red, blue, orange. Press the one you think it's going to be right. Then it goes in a circle, boom. If you press the green one, you got to press it before.
This is like doing timeouts or
process,
something?
yeah, process of elimination. I'm a state of the art.
Let me ask you this, though.
You have to check it out.
Let me ask you this, though. How do you think it affected with all, because there's a lot going on.
Facial recognition also.
And
you don't have, if you sign into the app, you put your card in, you don't have to, you can just go into one of the lounges, grab something, it'll just charge you. Facial recognition walking in. Everything.
Oh, the conspiracy theorists are not going to like that.
Yeah, I don't like that already, but I ain't with all that putting my card in and messing around.
By the way, they got your face.
No, I get it. I understand.
You've been scanned.
Paul, but let me ask you this, though, from a playing standpoint, though. How do you think, just with all, it's a lot going on, how did that affect the players and shooting and stuff like that? Like
Well, they have a fan section. No other NBA arena has what they've done. So on one side, I was on the other side, so I'm looking at the fan section. It's a little more steep on what Kevin Durant was talking about. So that's like Ballmer says, nobody can sit in there unless you're cheering loud, just being a distraction. This is the fan area, and it's steeper, and it looks like you're looking not only at the free throw, but you're looking at the fans right behind the glass, and it's really distracting. And this is the first time I've seen Kevin Durant miss 2 free throws. It gives you like a pro with a college atmosphere feel, with a new state-of-the-art feel. I mean, Ballmer thought of all the bells and whistles. And then after we went to an underground club.
Of course.
That he built in there. It was an underground club. I posted it on my stories, like the little lounge area. I didn't post the bar, but it's state-of-the-art.
What about the screen, though? Like the
screen reminds you of like SoFi.
But does it affect you? Do you think it affects them when they're dribbling or shooting or nothing like that?
No, because it's up. You don't.
It's not all bright.
No.
Oh, okay.
But it's a great.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I really want to go. I gotta
pick a Lakers game.
Well, they play the Clips or something like that.
No,
yeah.
they.
Yeah, I could do that, but I gotta. I don't know. I gotta dig deep inside my soul to want to go to a Clippers arena.
It's an experience.
You have me on logistics because the one thing about me, I need to be able to get in and out.
Easy in and out.
I don't have to be rolling. I gotta go up and down and around, and then I gotta park on this side and the whole thing.
Right to your car, right to your seat.
That's why I love the Allegiant Stadium in Vegas. It's so easy
to get
in and out of there.
In and out, that's what I like.
Get back over to the strip.
I can get in and out.
Smell new too, probably, huh?
The food smell. They got
like a new arena smell.
They got a new arena smell.
I ate lamb chops.
It smells sweaty.
I had lamb chops, grilled chicken. I had some Wagyu burgers. Man, the food was out of control.
Did you have grilled chicken, buffalo chicken sliders like Keyshawn?
I'm waiting for Keyshawn to make
air fryer.
Keyshawn, look it up.
Fake healthy.
In the actual game, the Suns outlasted the Clippers, winning 116 to 113. In overtime, Paul. No, go ahead.
What did you learn from the Suns win?
I thought the Suns, I liked them before the season. So coming into the season, I was like, the Suns could be a contender because when I look at them, last year they won 49 games. Yeah, they got swept by Minnesota. And usually when you get swept, you figure like, you're not that close. But to their credit, they won 49 games, and Bradley Beal didn't play in like 30 games. So I think they'll be around the 50-game mark this year. They added Tyrus Jones, which I think was something that they didn't have, a point guard last year. Now Booker can go back to his role because so any given night, they have somebody that can beat you. Kevin Durant can beat you any given night. Bradley Beal, he had a strong game last night. And Booker, he had 15 points, but we know on any given night he can carry the Suns. So I came away with like, okay, the Suns are going to be a threat. Not so sure about the Clippers yet because they're not healthy. You got to see them with Kawhi. So if he can get back in time and help them out, they'll be a work in progress. But I know Ty Lue will have them competitive.
Yeah, when you talk about the Suns, they look like they were moving the ball around. Tyus Jones, like Paul said, is now the point guard. He had 8 assists last night, so you don't have to have Booker playing out of position, trying to figure out. And he want to get his shots and score too. So if he's playing the point, he's got to facilitate. He ain't gonna get no shots. So now you bring in a real point guard. The last time they had a real point guard was with CP3, and they obviously advanced with Booker and CP3 until CP3 got hurt. But it also looks like Coach Bud is doing a terrific job at getting them to move the ball around, play defense, where at times last year, even though, they could play defense, it was almost like they didn't want to play defense. They was all out there trying to prove that they could still put up shots and get buckets, and they were all relatively new together.
Right.
I mean, so it's a little bit different now this year. I think they can compete in the Western Conference. I don't know how far they'll go, but I think they're going to be one of those teams that we talk about all year long.
Well, yeah, I mean, they certainly will be because of the stars that they have. And they were extremely top-heavy last year, and which is why when they had injuries, it fell apart because you've got to have everybody healthy when you're built that top-heavy as a team. They have more experience together now, to your point. They've played together more. Hopefully with the new additions and the change in coaching, they'll be able to put together more of a system and culture there. But they have some of the biggest stars in the game. So
you have to have a top-tier star to win in this game. And Durant has been a top-tier star, even at the age of 35. But I wish that for them, and it's similar to the Lakers, if the Lakers deferred to Anthony Davis, I want Phoenix to defer more to Booker. Durant is older now, so you don't need him carrying much of a load during the regular season. You need him to be there for the playoffs, have his legs be fresh. And so hopefully, as the season goes along, Booker, can carry a bigger load than he did last night.
Well, you mentioned that the Clippers are not healthy right now. James Harden led the Clippers in points with 29. He was without Kawhi, who is out indefinitely to start the season. He deals with knee inflammation. Do you think that Harden can carry the Clippers?
It's going to be difficult because Harden is a little up there in age now, and you're asking him to, for them to be successful, Harden's going to have to, turn back the clock and go back to his Houston days, which those days are long gone. So it's going to be a difficult time for the Clippers while Kawhi is out, and this is where, Ty Lue comes into play. I regard Ty Lue as one of the best coaches in the game. And so I was highly surprised that the Clippers were up 3 with less than 3 minutes to go and had a chance to win the game. And so I just don't know if Harden can do it night in and night out every night like he used to. So it's going to be a challenging season for the Clippers.
He certainly looked, for the start of the season, he looks like he's in pretty good shape. Right? He doesn't look like the Michelin Man when he came from Houston and went to Brooklyn at that time. He looks like he's in shape, but I don't know if without Kawhi on the floor, if he could do it night in and night out. It's a long season, right? And if you're asking a guy to just dribble, step back, score 29 shots, I'm putting up, that's a lot. That's just a lot of work.
You're asking him to keep them in the mix, and the idea is that
and I don't know when Kawhi is coming back.
Kawhi is coming back, but the word indefinitely is kind of
I don't even know what that means.
Daunting. Like it just means we don't know. Like indefinitely, we don't know.
Indefinitely to me means at least 2 months. Right? Wouldn't it mean that?
I don't know, because every time somebody saying indefinite,
usually if you're a
dude out for a minute,
like, oh, yeah, like 2 months.
I mean, 2 months is a minute, but I think to me indefinitely is they don't want to put an actual time on it, because say they do put 2 months on it.
Won't you just say return? Won't you just make it easy on all of us and just say return unknown?
That's what indefinitely means.
No, just do that. Because when you say indefinite, I know that's what it means, but when you say it, it leaves this gray area in my mind as to he ain't coming back no time soon.
Tom is reporting multiple weeks. So
at least 2 months is indefinitely.
Like so 2 months. So let me see.
A few is 3.
So 2 months would be all of November and all of December. That would be 2 months. So
mid-December.
Yeah, but you ain't got nothing but like 3 games in mid-December to the end of the year.
Christmas.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe Harden can keep them in the mix.
Yeah, where they don't get too far out, where they still hanging around
that
7-8 spot somewhere in there.
Yeah, we'll see. Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak, and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.